And we're back!
Yes.
Here we are! Hello! What happened last week? How cool was it? Beating a bunch of animated statues, poking around the place, finding a weird stairwell that's completely different to all of the others, going upstairs, the bard getting completely and utterly freaked out by by a big black door he didn't like the look of. No, don't go in the room! Don't go in there! Run away! Run away! That's definitely not the right way to go ever! But then he redeemed himself by taking control of the crystal golem. I am the golem master. And perhaps the most amazing moment of last week was when the stumbling, bumbling Lovelore, who is a complete, well,
It's not doing well.
mountain, a complete humanoid mountain, stumbled across a secret door right at the death. And
I think he just leaned on the right wall.
Pretty much.
But,
Just leaned on the wall and fell through it.
More.
He was really desperate to get it to work, and it did in the end. So he was genuinely really pleased by that moment. So that's where we are, stood in front of a secret door that's been opened down a corridor. All right. What now then?
Well, keep on like we're doing.
What's that you found, Lovelore?
Looks like another of these endless corridors. Istus.
We like a corridor.
Istus
Takes us
preserved.
places.
Well, secret doors, secret places. That's usually where the good stuff is.
How did you find it?
I just looked harder than everybody else. Which obviously, to those of you that know him, is a lie. He probably did step on a pressure plate or something.
Actually,
It says tits. You mean to say you stared the boredom out of the wall?
Actually, with the exception of Varro, you actually had the highest score. And the only person who really didn't have a good score last week on the investigation checks was JL, and that was just chance, as these things happen.
Yep.
They do.
She was distracted by the giant golem because she's quite fascinated by constructs. So she was intrigued by figuring out how that worked, and then realised that she didn't have a clue.
Nice.
do you want to take the lead again, Jay?
Yeah. Can I have a look down here? Sorry, Lovelore.
Let's do it.
Okay, go for it.
Anything particular about the entranceway? Is it in this secret?
I mean,
Well, it
the
looked
door
pretty much the same.
The door is obviously a secret panel,
Yeah.
but on that other side, you would be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, had you been coming from the other direction, you
It had been
would be able
obvious,
to see the door.
Mm-hmm.
But on this side, you wouldn't.
And the corridor looks like the other corridor. It's not any different particular.
Nope, it's the same, and the door at the end looks the same as all the other doors.
Yeah, well, she'll continue down carefully, and
As is usually the way.
she does have a little spring in her step, and as she goes, she bounds along slightly. All right.
Okay.
So the arrow sticking out of your bum takes you by complete surprise.
Yes.
That wasn't what I meant by taking up the rear. So, would you like to open the door?
Yeah, I think so.
That sounded very evil. That was kind of like, would you like to open the door, little girl?
Yeah, I think we need to go back to the black door because there wasn't any ominous, evil, voiceover on that one.
Oh yeah, there was. Right. Okay. So you are faced with the room, and you, looking at the smashed up detritus across the floor, you think this is probably a guard room.
Okay.
And your inference is that, from a defence perspective, this was probably where a small number of guard lurked and would be able to access the main door and get into the building. That's just
Barricade the entrance, couldn't they? I guess.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah. Any more scary furniture and remnants of scary furniture in here?
It's just scraps of things in here. There's nothing
Scraps.
obvious that there's nothing that you're looking at going. It's suspect or anything.
I think it's okay.
All right.
So the voice is a bit haphazard because I've packed the box that does the effect. But it will be back. It will be back. I will look around, see if there's anything.
Quick search of the room.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making those investigation checks together then, are we?
All right. Just
Oh no.
She's obviously really on edge at the moment. Nobody knows why. Oh, that's actually possibly because she's just chatting to Megan all the time. So
Yep.
Yeah.
When you know,
Did you know?
take the
Did you know you've
customary-
got an arrow in your bum?
you
That's
take
my
the
tail.
customary 10 minutes and search around the room, turning things over. You don't find anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's move on.
all right.
Behind the next door.
Hmm.
Time for a fight.
A corridor with side bits again.
Oh, no.
What could go wrong?
That is a really good question.
So, what do you think? I attempt to whisper to you. Do we have somebody sneak down there, peek in the doors?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah.
some sneaking if you want.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Sounds like a disaster.
I'm not super stealthy, but
Okay.
Clump, 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 clump.
All right. On you go then, Varro.
it's down that first one. Mhm.
A door.
And another door. And is it a third door by any chance? Okay, I'll wave everyone down. Yeah, I'll open a door there.
You can open that one.
Yeah. I think these are probably just like bedrooms for the guards or something.
Probably.
Or possibly cells. But more likely, I mean, if there were cells, I would expect John to say these are really heavily built doors.
Yeah.
Nope. I mean, they're all heavily built doors. But no, this is just a small room. Yeah, I mean, you think this was probably would have had some bunk beds and was, like a guard's room. There's a lot of smashed up bits. One thing is, kind of propped in the corner, slightly askance, is a chest. A rather lovely looking, beautifully finished wooden chest.
Big.
It's kind of got some debris lying on it. It's just sort of propped up to one side.
You've excited the
Definitely takes
cat.
your eye, or catches your eye.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. I'll go and have a look at the chest.
Okay.
Jill, why don't you go in with him,
Give it a good search.
just in case your passive perception.
Okay. So you look it over. I mean, just to you, it just looks like a chest. You know, you don't particularly spot any traps. It doesn't have a lock. It's not a lockable chest.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a rather fine clasp arrangement, which you thought was a lock from a distance, but when you got up close and you pulled it out, you realise there's no keyhole or anything like that. There's just a mechanism that you think you would twist to pull it open.
Okay, well, I'll stand back and use Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
If that is sufficient.
Yeah. It's actually quite a bit simpler than it looks. It turns and then it sort of you can kind of pull it up with the Mage Hand. Where you lift the flap and then you're trying to use the Mage Hand to sort of open the lid of the chest, and it doesn't budge, which is a bit strange.
Just on the off chance, I'm going to lob a dagger at it.
Okay, the dagger goes clonk.
Thunk into the
Okay,
6 in.
you pick it up off the floor. Sorry.
6 in, does it?
No, it sort of bounces off actually. Sort of bounces off and spins away.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Thing's been here a long time.
Yeah, it might just be stuck. All right. Okay, I'll pull a crowbar out.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can use that to jimmy it open.
Okay, make me a strength check, will you?
Is that the same?
Strength
saving throw? Or is that? No, it's that. There we go. Strength check.
But the check and the save are the same. There's no pluses.
Same thing, I think, aren't they? But yeah.
I'll take the first result, which is just a bare D20, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, right, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got no bonus.
No.
Yeah.
So you go in and you kind of have to get in there and you're prising at it, and it's really remarkably difficult to sort of prise it up, actually. And eventually you do kind of work it around the edge. I mean, JL, you're stood there watching him. You're wondering what he's doing. He's having all sorts of problems with it. You're like, this should be really quite easy. But you're just, he seems to be having fun, so you're just leaving him to it. And eventually, you kind of, you got it just split enough, and you're sort of looking in there, and then what you do is you rip it open, and you're like, okay.
Okay.
It's very weird. It looks to be the mummified remains of a mimic. It's dead.
Okay.
It doesn't come after you, and it's not undead. You've seen some things that are undead and some things that aren't here.
Yeah.
But you reckon that's the only thing that it can be, because there's like a mouth and teeth and like a kind of, there's a really sort of gross kind of dusty looking grey thing that you realise is its tongue.
Okay.
Leap out and slap you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dead because it's been here a long time and it's had nothing to eat.
It's starved to death.
Starved to death.
Is there a market for starved, desiccated mimics?
No.
Possibly not. Okay.
That's an odd find.
Yeah.
What's behind your door, Megan?
So, sorry, just one last final thing. Mimic's treasure. In all previous editions, they used to have like honey in their stomachs? Is that a thing anymore?
Well,
Do I need to dissect this thing?
you're
Sorry?
metagaming, so I'm going to ignore your metagaming and ask you what Varro does.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm going to
You've heard
use
the
my
stories.
crowbar to prod around in this thing.
Okay. Actually, what you do is you get a dagger out. You got a
Yeah.
sharp dagger
Yeah.
for cutting things open.
They'll close the door while this happens.
And you sort of chop around in there, and yeah, actually, it looks like there's remnants. There's remnants of sort of desiccated bits of bone and a few other things in there. But sort of poking around, you actually do find some coins that have survived in its stomach. Some are quite pitted, but that's 37 gold pieces and 18 silver pieces.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
This trip is not a complete waste.
Hang on a second. Let me make a note of that.
Right. Oh look,
Rob.
2,000 to 2,500 gold pieces worth of jewellery that we found under a bed. That, by the way, Varro found under a bed. I should keep saying. You're gonna moan about treasure.
We keep him around.
He's worth having,
Yes, he
amongst other
is.
things.
There's a tabaxi that may just have to get slapped around.
All right, Megan or Shaggy first? Which one am I doing?
Shaggy first.
Megan first.
Sorry, how much? Sorry, I struggling with one note. How much was it again?
37 gold, 18 silver.
Thank you. Right. Okay. Done.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Megan.
Yep.
Like JL has described the other room, it looks like it was a bed chamber and things have been sort of tossed all over the place. The difference here is that propped in the corner of the room is a body. It's a small creature. It's much like the creatures that you found upstairs, the one that you found in the kitchen. I think it was probably a servant. It looks like it's been bashed around.
Okay. I'll go in and check the room over.
All right.
Step in. Does anything happen?
No.
The body doesn't come to life suddenly and try and attack me? Nope.
No.
Okay, I'm going to check round the room then,
Okay.
and I'll finish at the body.
Investigation for me then.
Let's hope this one's better than the last one.
And while you're doing that,
No, it's not.
and while you're searching around in there, Shaggy, open the door. Again, bed chamber, smashed up. You can see that there was obviously some kind of bunk bed arrangement to your left, and bits of that are there's kind of some bits of it that are kind of mostly intact. So there's much bigger chunks rather than in the other two rooms, and peeking out from underneath one of the chunks is what looks like a damaged chest. So it's just sort of sticking half in and half out from underneath the bits of the bed. There's also kind of lots of other detritus around on the floor and stuff as well.
Does it look like it? Does it look like it's a type of chest that would have fit snugly under the lower bed?
You think probably yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Yeah, Megan, you hunt around, you check the body over, but you don't find anything.
I'm not sure I'm giving this my all, guys, but hey, I don't think I see anything in here.
Okay.
I'll join her. Make a roll just to do an investigation, sir,
Please.
or perception. Investigation.
Please. Okay. I mean, you come in and you are basically what you do, Lovelore, is you just ask her a series of questions about what she's looked at, and you wander around between the two of you and you discuss the various things in the room. You turn a few things over that she just kind of missed and she hadn't really paid much attention to. But again, you don't find anything. You do check over the body of the creature, but it's there's nothing on it. It's
So how does it look like it's met its end? You say it was beaten up, but
it looks
by...
like, well, it's got. I mean, its flesh has desiccated onto its body, and it looks like it's got some injuries, got some bits where bones are broken, like it's kind of been smashed around.
Elf asked for clothes.
If your theory of this place having been almost like shaken, and everything been smashed up inside it as a result of that, although perhaps there was more to it than that, you think this thing, it might have been just inside. It was like a pea in a tin.
Hope that didn't happen again.
Yeah, would be bad.
10, 9.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
But it was too late.
I'll instruct Monty to go and drag the chest out. And I move out the way to let him do that.
Okay. Monty, how is Monty going to grab hold of the chest? Is he? I can't remember exactly how that works. Is there any? Just with his jaws, clamp and pull.
Yeah, if there's handles on there.
Okay. All right. He clamps down. He clamps down on the chest and starts pulling, and basically chunks of it just come away, just falls to bits. You can see inside that there's a bunch of what looks like cloth, kind of really ancient. Bolts.
Monty, I said, pull it out, not blow the bloody door off.
It wasn't Monty's fault. The thing was falling to pieces. So,
for God's sake.
it's 2/3 buried underneath this big lump of bed, and it's kind of, you can see that there's some clothes
Okay.
from the hole in the side now.
I look at Monty and I go, you know, I didn't want to go in there. I don't know where I can stand. I'll stand on top of Monty. I'll send Monty out because he's been a naughty boy.
It's only representative.
Yeah, and I'll stand in that square and I'll go and have a... Well, I'll investigate the room first and then I'll have a rummage. Is it investigate or is it...
Investigation, yeah.
Or is it perception? Investigate, looking for stuff. There you go.
Okay. All right.
So I'll have a look around the room and make sure that I'm not going to, start the apocalypse. Unless it's a zombie one.
You can't really... I mean, you poke about like the folks are doing in the other two rooms, because they're still poking about in the other rooms.
Yeah,
because you're all doing this simultaneously, as far as I'm concerned. Okay.
Yep.
So Varro is currently, fighting the jaws of the mimic and trying to break them open. Megan is currently poking around with Lovelore. That sounds wrong.
Yep.
You know what I mean.
Lovelore is currently poking around Megan.
Keeping an eye on things.
Yep.
Looking into the rooms occasionally, shrugging her shoulders and wandering off. So Megan is currently poking about with Lovelore. Yeah. So you folks are all in these rooms together, and JL's keeping an eye on things as she wanders up and down.
Okay.
Okay.
So once I do my investigation, I'll go and link up and see what this cloth stuff is.
You pull the bed frame away, and the lid of this thing, you can see it's actually quite badly damaged. So you pull it open, and there's a bunch of kind of cloth on it. It looks like it was a clothing. Look, it's like a Footlooker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you sort of pull the things to one side. I mean, it's of no practical use to you. So you just pull these clothes out. They might have been. They don't look like some of the finer clothes that you found other places. They look quite basic, and so you think this probably would have been. This wouldn't have been high quality quarters. So you flick through those, and then at the bottom the bottom of this thing is kind of mostly intact, but it's broken slightly, and you see that there's a panel at the bottom. So you reach in and you kind of slide it back, and inside is a leather purse, kind of about this sort of size. I say leather. I mean it's hide, and it's pretty ancient. It's probably solid.
Okay. I'll give it a jingle.
Okay, it doesn't.
Does it jingle?
No, it doesn't jingle. There is.
I have a feel. I have a feel that is there tubes in it or
something. Definitely, yeah, something in there. Definitely, no question.
okay. In that case, if it doesn't jingle and I don't think there's like a vial or something that's ready to pop off, I'm going to at arm's length, just in case it sets my hair alight. I'll open the. I ain't got any hair, have I? Just in case it sets my wig alight, I'll open the pouch.
Okay, you actually can't because it's so ancient. The hide is just on there, so you reckon you have to get a knife out and cut it open? You happy with that?
Well, what I'll do is I'll get my leather working tools, okay, and I'll carefully unstitch it.
Yeah,
I'm saving up for a new flag for the pirate ship.
It's a small knife.
Nice.
It's fine. So you unzip the side and you kind of break the pouch open, and inside is a small lump of crystal about this long. That has a square, a square kind of shape to it. Okay, and you know immediately what it is. It's like the other two, which I think you've got. Is that right? Or
yeah, I got them.
Yeah. So you got. I mean, literally, you just kind of get the other two out of a pouch and you check, and you're looking at it, and it's like, yep, they're all the same. It's that.
And number 3.
It's kind of got that strange, smoky kind of thing inside it.
Okay. The remnants of cloth. I mean, are they all totally ruined, or do I think I might be able to salvage small little swatches from them?
I mean, it's just very ancient. It's a bit sort of. I mean, some bits of it have fallen to bits a bit. It's not. What are you looking for?
I want to make a flag for the ship.
Yeah,
I mean, Pharaoh's destroyed my last 2 that I made, and I'm running out of cloth.
Bear in mind that the cloth. Bear in mind that the cloth that you've got here is small because it's clothing, right?
Yeah.
So you can make a very small flag, or you can make a very.
I can make a very small flag.
Lots of different bits of.
Maybe if it's that small, Pharaoh won't notice it.
Just fly some underwear from the rigging.
Nice.
Look at my flag.
Nice.
Our flag means this.
Okay, so I walk out with the cloth, and I go, "Look what I found, guys! I got some cloth to make my new flag that I'm going to hide from you, Barrow, because you're not going to burn this one."
There you go.
Woo.
That's funny. Oh my word!
Super excited.
Yeah.
Do you want to mention the other one as well?
Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay. Are we going to move on then?
Yep.
Let's move on.
Yeah. What
Why
did
don't
you
you
guys find?
Why don't you open that door there?
Oh,
Jay?
not much. Dead mimic.
Oh. Did you kill it on your own?
No, it was already dead. I found it dead mimic.
Oh.
Try that door there, Pharaoh Jail.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's have a look through there.
All right. Okay. Nobody move, please.
No lightning bolts yet.
Initiative.
What was the guard doing with the dead mimic? Maybe the guard is
Nope.
last lunch. She's pulling these things while she's a.
Here comes the lightning bolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
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 Always nice when you join up with a map. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Maybe.
important sometimes to say, if you'd come in this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Just give me a
Maybe
second.
the guy didn't realise it was a mimic until it was too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe we need
Ah.
to try down here to make it across.
Well, I don't know. He did say don't move, so I don't know. It might be. Is it initiative roll?
It is indeed going to be an initiative roll. If you just give me a second. Hold on. Where am I?
What we found this time.
This isn't where we threw all those things, was it? We threw all the monsters in here. Oh, crap.
Yeah, they all due to
You know the
weird
room that we threw them all in?
gravitational eddies, they all ended up in here. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the room that we threw them in, it had an invisible portal to this room.
Knew it.
Oh, it's more of them things. That's
look,
all right.
we've got
JL
crocodiles.
can handle that.
I
He's
could.
really good at taking these things out.
Not anymore. I've got no spells left.
I'll shove JL into the room and close the door behind him. Go on, deal with them.
Talk him down. Talk him down.
Looks like there's another one hanging off to the side for some reason.
Yeah, it's ready to jump on whoever walks in.
It's phasing.
Okay.
I thought I had one. I thought I had a level 1 spell slot left. I think maybe I did use it. I don't remember.
Why don't you shut the door? Shut the door quietly.
Bear with me.
Yeah. Well, it's a good point. I mean, you know, if we know where that room goes, we don't need to go in there, do we?
Nope.
Well, I mean, we might, because we might find the key in there. You never know.
That's true.
I mean, that's what we're looking for. Leave no
It is.
stone unturned and rack up that experience.
Black Dragon Wormling. Sounds fun.
Maybe someone ate it.
There's a
Oh my god, how many of them are there?
there's implication if there's a black dragon wormling. There's maybe
Somewhere a black dragon.
They're
Yeah.
not black
Yeah.
dragon wormlings. It's just the things. The scavers, the token. It won't let me have the token.
Okay.
It's this annoying thing where it doesn't let me have the token. It won't let me have the tokens for it won't let me have the tokens for certain things because it says, "Oh, you don't have access to those." It's like, yeah, I do. They're shared within part of the what's it, but it won't let me. So I don't know. That's how it does its thing. It's annoying. I can use all of the stats, but I can't use the thing. So they are scavers. Okay. If you just wait a second, and we'll yeah. Do you want to roll your initiatives, folks?
yes, we do.
Oh, goodness.
Well, her first words are, "Oh, shite." And then she just stands there.
Yeah, she stands there going with the door open. Shaggy, you're first.
Yeah, I thought I might be.
Prestidigitation. Slam the door shut.
I'll take a door to the face as opposed to all that lot.
Well, which way does the door open is the first question, I suppose.
It opens towards JL. She's opened it like that.
Okay.
Of course. Dang it.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20. So it's opened into the corridor.
Yes.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. The first occupied space is considered difficult terrain. So would that then be 25 or 30?
So,
Depends where you're going.
where are you going?
Well,
Ping me, baby.
so what I want to do is I want to use acrobatics to basically run down the corridor, jump onto the side of the wall, and basically use my body weight to slam that door shut, which would be an imposed strength check between my acrobatics and JL, who's currently holding the door.
Okay.
Okay. but you
So
can't do that.
part
You
of the
can't be in jail
acrobatics
square.
would... No, that's going to be the problem. I am going to land on JL, but
Yeah.
part of the acrobatics would be the jump to clear Varro to go over, to go along the wall to then basically finish. So
40.
So yeah, so I can jump 10 foot because my strength is 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 feet across the gap.
But
That's like a long jump.
yeah, so, but I know that that may be considered as half. But if I get to Varro Square, then that will be 30 or 25, depending on how you want to count it. And then the jump
counts as part of your movement. So a 10-foot jump counts as part of your movement. Yeah? So you can jump 10 feet without having to make any rolls or anything. You just jump, right? So let's say there's a small stream at the you know, you're running towards the orcs who are on the other side of a small stream. 5, 10, 10-foot wide stream, jump over, 5, 10, whack the orcs. So the orc is 30 foot away, there's a small stream in the way. Or a conveniently narrow chasm or something of that nature.
Yeah. Okay, so basically what I'm asking is, can I do it?
Okay. The answer is not really. The problem is that JL is in the way. So here's the deal, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can run. I will allow you to try this. So what you're going to run. What you're going to do is you're going to run down here, okay? You're going to leap past Varro and JL. You're going to grab the door and you're going to slam it shut, okay? Now, here's what's going to happen. If you succeed at the athletics check, I'm not telling you what the DC is though. Okay? Athletics or acrobatics? What are we doing here? Let me just have a think. Just give me a second. I think it's athletics. Yes, it's athletics. So you're going to make an athletics check. All right? If you succeed on your athletics check, you will slam the door closed, and then you will fall backwards into the space to the south of Varro. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's where you will land. If you fail your check, okay, you will end up here, and you'll have lashed it up so bad that you will be prone.
Well, for me, that's a win-win. Let's go for it.
Why?
I thought if you lashed it up, you're going to end up right on top of number A, and everyone's going to munch you.
If you roll a 1,
there's that
that's what will
possibility.
happen. Okay. Well said. Well put forward. If you roll a 1, you'll end up
Okay, athletics.
rolling through into the room, and you will end up prone just here.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
That is not a 1.
No.
Okay. So
Okay.
you
So,
belt down the corridor, straight past JL, like shouldering Varro and JL out of the way, literally pushing them to one side, slamming the door closed. Okay, and then you sort of end up here, and that's the end of your go. You can't do anything.
can I say anything?
No, well you can say.
Can I
what
say
you like,
anything?
but you can say anything. Yeah.
Okay. I just remembered, guys. I found the last key as well. We don't need to go in there.
Oh, now he tells us.
I'll tell you what,
I was so preoccupied with the clock.
in about 3 seconds you're going to be prone because everyone's going to come up and punch you very hard.
Go good.
Where did you find the key?
Anyway, was your
It
guy.
was in the fountain.
Megan,
Yep.
You found it in the fountain, and you didn't mention it till now.
Here comes the
what are you
punching.
doing? You just basically see Shaggy come running past you, and by the way, we'll put you in the square.
Great heroics.
You see Shaggy come flying past, and then you hear this, ah! And then you see Shaggy come steaming past, and there's slam, and then there's kind of then there's a load of banter, and he's talking about the key. Varro seems
Hey.
You can hear Varro.
Okay, I
complaining
found
about
it in amongst the cloth. I forgot all about it because I was super excited
Lovelore, why is
about
Lovelore
making
moving?
the new flag.
Why is Lovelore moving?
Oh, sorry.
Why is Lovelore moving?
I don't know.
It's
I just
Megan's
grabbed
gone.
him. Sorry. Use your batons. Yep.
What?
I just was yelling at Vero. Jam the door. But of course, she's going to go first, and I'm in her way.
I can't believe that worked. I made up.
Well done. Well done.
Have a go. Come on.
The dice do it.
Do you know what the DC was?
20?
Yeah.
15?
20. It was 20.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
for this
high.
to
I
work,
thought it was
for this
going to be
work,
high.
Really hard.
Yeah.
You rolled a 19.
After
so
I
it's
said it, I said it because I got advantage on acrobatics and also athletics, right? But then when I clicked on it, it's not for doing whatever I want with. It's for initiating or doing grapples. And I was like, "Ooh, this might be." So when, of course, you said I'm either going to land there or there, but if I land there, I'm going to be prone. To me, that's a win-win.
Megan?
So yeah,
Out?
I am going to step into the corridor
Okay.
and prepare to throw a spell at anything I see that's attack worthy.
Okay, look, I'm going to move you. You move yourself, look. I'm moving you. Sorry, I shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Move yourself. All right, so you're going to prepare a spell. What spell is it?
Yep. It is Sacred Flame.
Okay, and you're doing that. So you're taking the ready action, and you're basically covering this arc down here. Yes.
Well, both ways actually.
You can't.
Since I know there's an attack coming.
You can only cover one direction.
What do you mean I can't stand with my back to the wall at the top here
No, you
and
can't.
look both ways to the corridors?
No, because that would give you a cone like that. We've already had this conversation.
Okay.
We've had this conversation many times. Well, not many times. We have had this conversation before. So no. So I'm assuming that you're looking this way. It's okay. That's where the bad guys are, right? And you are readying an action to cast your spell in the event that an enemy presents themselves. Fine.
That's it.
Okay. Just remember your ready action. Lovelore.
He gets from my position. How many squares forward can I see? Can I see Vero?
You can basically
Okay,
see
just
Barrow
see.
and JL, and you saw what happened. So I'm assuming at this point, okay, tactically speaking, you're now in that square, but I'm assuming that what you were doing is you were looking at Megan and what was going on.
Yeah.
And when they opened the door, you were like, oh, they're opening the door, leaning out, looking down the corridor.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And so you saw what happened.
So I will ready my crossbow. If these things come storming up the corridor over my buddies, I will shoot one of them.
Okay. So are you stowing your
Ooh.
axe?
Great axe. That's always a scary thing. Because that's an action, isn't it? Or not? If I have to stow it, does that mean I can't ready?
Right, guys. Hang on. That's why I put these things in there, right? You remember we had this conversation. I put this
Yeah.
You can stow a weapon. Yeah, you can draw a weapon. So here's what I'm basically saying to you.
Yep.
Is I'm assuming that you are either walking around with a weapon in your hand or you're walking around empty-handed, because you can draw a weapon for free.
Yep.
Right. So
no, that makes
walk around empty-handed, and then combat starts, and you pull the weapon that you need. That's what I'm assuming everyone does. Okay.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm assuming is the general gist of things, because pulling a weapon
Gotcha.
is free. Stowing and pulling is not. So in
Is
this
not.
case, basically, your battle axe is away, and you've got your crossbow. But if you want to put your crossbow away and draw your battle axe, that's an action.
I see.
Yeah.
So no, I'll just keep the battle axe ready.
So you're going to draw your battle axe.
That would have been out. The
okay, well, it doesn't have to be. It's
yeah. But I'll just have it. I have it ready. If any of my threatened squares get an enemy in them, I will strike it.
Okay. Gotcha. Ready, action, Varro.
Okay. 10, 15, 25, 30. Move back there and ready an action. I'll take the ready action to cast Sacred Flame on an enemy coming through that door.
Okay. All right. There is a thump. A very loud thump at the door.
I bet there is. Stay behind the door, JL.
Hold the door. Hold the door, JL. Hold the door.
She's currently doing. She's going ow, ow, ow with her fingers like that because she just got whacked into by Shaggy, who's currently kind of like this behind her.
JL's like those scenes in like Scooby Doo where everything's going kind of like in terror. The tails outstretched and like, off the ground. Going.
There is a massive thump. Another massive thump. Another massive thump, and the door bursts open.
Stay behind the door.
Okay, JL.
Let him rush past you.
JL, please, could you make a
squish check?
Yeah.
Avoid squish check.
My last character got hit in the face with the door.
DC 10 dexterity check.
You got it. You got this. You got this.
You got +5 to Dex. It's not. Hopefully, it's not too bad.
You got this. Here we go.
Okay, she's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah,
basically, you just have to dodge out of the way as the door flies open. One of them has busted the door down. Right. Okay. I have some targets suitable for targety people.
I suggest Megan goes first.
Megan?
Me.
Really? Oh, for goodness
My.
sake. You are kidding me.
Dex save.
Dex save.
13.
13, and if you fail it, you take what?
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range.
Yeah,
The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw of DC.
11 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, there you go. He knows.
Okay.
Way to mansplain that, Pete. Christine.
Yeah, I just thought I'd kind of, sidestep the question.
Pete.
Okay.
what?
DC 14 for me. 7 points of radiant
Worse than the
damage.
last one, and 7 points. Sorry, 7 points. Did you say?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well. Hey, JL. Do you like being eaten?
No.
This is how you get eaten.
I think I'm going to fill up that guard belt.
Well, they can only come at you one at a time.
2 at a time.
Well, okay, 2 at a time. Right?
The first one hits for 5 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Second one hits for 5 points of piercing damage.
That's not too bad.
Alrighty. Whoops. Undo. Hooray. Right, JL, it's your go.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind you of the disengage action.
Yes, I was thinking that. The only thing I might do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to be of much use, but
Just do it.
the only thing I've got left is darkness. Is darkness. If I can cast darkness.
Okay.
Got a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. What about that's the pinger gone?
Hang on a second. Let me change the settings. Just give me a second. If you'd just like to bear with me, caller.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember how to do it. Hang on. All right, there you go. So you can now use the overlays.
Overlays, yeah.
So I would just like to remind you as well, that you did see these things flying around outside. Now, okay, there was starlight outside.
Yeah. I'm gonna have it centered there, I think, and then run. hopefully that'll if she does trigger an opportunity, that they've got disadvantage because they can't see it. Is what she's thinking. Whether that works or not, I don't know. She'll find out in a minute.
Just bear with me a second, if you would. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is that darkness, the spell that you've just cast there?
Yeah.
Okay, just hold on.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Bum.
That's the incantation for it.
Right, so you cast that whilst you cast that in combat, didn't you? And it's a concentration spell. Okay.
The material component is 2 little figurines, one of which is sort of taller with bushy hair, and the other one's shorter with a kind of sour expression on his face.
Yeah. He's made them out of soap, you see, little soap figures.
Yeah,
They're getting a bit better.
Carved out soap.
Right, I'm just checking something. Okay, so It still triggers an opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Pretty sure it does.
Hopefully, if it gets disadvantaged because she thinks she's hoping it can't see her, but she's yeah. Whether that's true or not, she doesn't know.
No, it doesn't. In a fight, you can make an opportunity attack on a hostile creature that you can see.
Mm.
Moves out of reach.
Indeed.
So no, there is no opportunity attack.
Nice move.
That's lovely. I quite like that. I think it's a really,
That was a very, very smart move, yeah.
really quite.
And it's concentration, so she can drop it whenever we're ready. But yeah, that's all.
There's even a little pattern for darkness, look.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. It's like a little cloud and a moon.
But that's as
At
far as
first, I thought it was a radish or perhaps a strawberry.
Carrot. It's the farmer's field icon.
It's, yeah.
That's as far as she can. Oh, actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, she can't get to the side of the floor, so she's as far as she can go.
You got this, Shaggy.
Okay.
Everybody run.
We could.
All right.
And I'm out of spells.
Okay,
I need
Shaggy.
That is me. Okay. The door's absolutely buggered, yeah?
Well, it's open.
Or is it just open?
I thought he
It's
said he
open,
busted
but
it down.
But it looks like they've busted the catch off. They're not very bright. They just
The
busted
catch.
So the answer is the door's not broken. The door itself is intact. It's physically intact. It's still on its hinges. That's not a problem. But the catch is broken. You see that you heard the tinkle as the catch fell off. Because there was a massive thump, and then another massive thump, and then another massive thump, and it was the third one that broke it open.
Threes again. Okay. So
They do what my dog does when he wants in a room. Just walk up and go bonk.
oh yeah.
You know, every dog owner knows what one dog I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Come on.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm going to close the door.
Okay.
Now, is that part a movement, or is that an action?
Opening. We decided that opening or
Yeah.
closing a door, a normal door, open, go through, close, go through, is part of movement and costs an extra 5 foot of movement when you do it. So in other words, you
Okay.
go to a door, open it and go through it. We decided that,
Okay.
and so does closing it.
Right. In that case, so I basically go on round
Yep.
in a casual manner,
Yep.
close the door,
Yep.
reach into my dagger belt,
Okay.
and I grab hold of a dagger because that's my action, and I basically
Your action is to jam
Ah.
the door. Yeah.
I'm going to jam the door. Boom, in there, and then poof, with the butt of my hand
Okay.
into the door opening bit. So I'm basically wedging it,
Yep.
and then if that works and the dagger doesn't fall out, I'm going to press up against it, and I'm going to go. We need to wedge the door.
You have banged the dagger into the thing, and you have jammed it shut sufficiently. I mean, it won't take much on the other side. If they were able to bust the thing open, you realise they'll be able to bust that open as well, assuming that they can. But you have done the relevant thing. Now you have the ability to use artificer's tools, right?
Yes.
Mm.
So I want you to make a roll on your artificer's tools. please.
On my artificer's tools.
Yeah,
The jam.
No, hang on a second. No, hold on. Let me just choose something. I just need to hang on. I need to look at your character sheet because
Right. So I've got smith's tools, thief tools, tinker's tools, and woodcarver's tools. I have no masonry tools.
okay. I want you to make an intelligence check, a base intelligence check, not a save.
So that would mean rolling my +4 or my 19.
+4. You see, there's a hover. If you hover over your +4, you can. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
16. Okay. You're not sure, but you think it's going to be harder for them to bash it open. But you know it's not going to hold it for very long. If they could bash open the door previously, then you're pretty sure they'll be able to bash this open. However, you do reckon that there's got to be some other way of blocking it.
Okay. I will relay that to the whole group.
Okay.
Okay. I've wedged it. I think there's a better wedge that will last longer. But we need to do it quickly instead of just running. Because what I've done won't last that long. And that, from what we saw of them before, they fly faster than we run.
They do fly pretty reasonably quickly. Yes, they do. Megan.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's me done. I can't do anything else.
So I just closed the windows.
In the corridor. Oh, that's good thinking. They can't fly in through the windows then.
You have my full attention, sorry.
I say we run out the other door and slam that shut. Shaggy should be good to hold them for a couple of rounds.
I'm sure Monty will help him.
Oh damn! He's got the crystal. Oh, we'll have to save him. Damn it! Oh, Shaggy, throw us the crystal.
A 10-foot pseudopod just sticks straight up in the air.
Nice.
So is the door
I
back
can smell
open?
burning.
Burst open.
Is the what? Sorry.
The door has burst back open, hasn't it? So I can see down into that room now.
No. Shaggy just closed the door and banged a thing into it, didn't he?
Dagger.
Ding?
Dagger. Yeah,
Sorry, I missed that.
wedged it with a dagger.
He wedged it.
Good.
He wedged it shut.
Yeah.
It's not enough to hold it, but temporarily.
And that was his
And he
whole
hasn't.
shtick about it's not going to hold it, guys, but I'm sure we can wedge it more.
And he isn't now going to leg it from that door.
No.
He's holding it so we can jam it better.
I'm going to come forward and come into this slot here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. You said there was broken bits of wood and stuff. There's a broken mimic in here, isn't there? Can we ram that behind the door? I can't think what we could use to ram it either.
Where's that dang immovable bar crap thing?
Oh, yeah.
It's currently on our ship.
Dang
it's
it.
It's behind a grey veil.
No, it's not on the ship. It's probably holding your ship in place across across dimensions, but you're not exactly sure.
That's true.
Is that you done? Or...
I am gonna. I'm gonna wait for the door to burst open. And from there, I'm gonna basically wait for the door to burst open again, attack with a spell should I see any mobs come through. I can't think of anything that I've got that can help to hold this thing shut.
Okay.
I'm a simple monk with not a lot of items, and my little flimsy sandals won't help to shut the door. Unless you can tell me there's something in the room behind me that I could grab that we could use to ram underneath the edges of this door to try and make it
Not
firmer.
that you can think of, no.
No. In that case, I'm going to stand in the doorway here, wait for Shaggy to pass if he is going to head down the corridor, and attack anything should it burst through the door on top of him.
Okay. Lovely.
All right. I think at this point, the better part of Valor is to sprint down and try and shove past Shaggy.
You're not shoving past Shaggy. You can stand in his square and help him hold the door if you want.
Okay, that's
There's no
exactly.
reason why you can't do that. Is it because none of you can fight? The key point here is
Got
none of
it.
you fight. So basically, what you do is you run down the corridor, past JL, and then you basically shoulder up against the door along with because that's what Shaggy's doing on his own at the moment. So now there's two of you up against the door.
Yep. Come on.
So it's Varro's go.
Think.
How did you
Really
climb
not.
earlier, Varro?
So, thinking about this chest, stroke dead mimic.
Just sorry, Varro. I just need to ask you that question. How did you climb earlier?
With
Carefully.
the rope and pitons.
Oh, okay.
Pitons.
Check. Sorry,
Yeah.
you were saying,
Okay.
Dead
That-
mimic.
I'll tell you. I'll
Pitons.
tell you.
Yeah.
The GM help
Yeah.
is always
I had it.
available.
Yeah. No, but back to the mimic, John.
but straight back to the mimic. Carry right on.
Back
Tell me
to
about
the mimic.
that you're going to take your
Right,
4 rounds to
five.
pick up and carry into the.
Yeah.
Okay, so movement wise, so
I shout down the corridor, pitons, hammer, crowbar in my backpack.
What I'm actually trying to do is I'm trying to remind.
yeah.
Sometimes we forget with our characters, right? Things
We
our
do, yeah.
characters would know.
Okay, so it's going to take me 10 foot to get through JL. Getting past.
If you remember, I
Megan.
yelled about pitons
Going
earlier.
to get past Megan because Megan's
Yeah.
to one side.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Well,
going to go and get the chest.
Oh, hang on. How did Lovelore jump over there?
So Lovelore and Shaggy are currently leaning up against the door, but they're leaving the space where the door frame
Okay.
is for someone else to
Right.
get in there if they need to.
So 5, 10,
Remember, you're
15,
not currently fighting. You're in combat, but you're not currently
20,
fighting. What you got is time.
Yeah.
25, 30. I can get to there.
Right.
We're gonna
Now,
have to hold this for a
presumably
second.
hammering in these pitons. I'm pulling out piton while I go.
I think you can pull out your pitons and your hammer while you go and start
Yeah.
hammering, but you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
get to. You need to get there. Have you got any other?
Yeah, and
weapons
it's-
there?
Good point. Yeah, no, you're right.
So
I
you
can
got a
starlight step. Starlight step.
to there,
Bump.
and then you just
Yeah.
step forward 5 feet.
Yeah. Bang,
You got
bang,
pitons
bang,
and
bang.
you're banging
out.
in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very
Brilliant.
good.
Brilliant.
All right. So you're banging these things into the door. There's this clonk from the other side of the door, but it's not like the thump from last time. It's like something's accidentally run into the door. And you can hear, all of you can hear on the other side of the door. Well, okay, Megan, you were. Why is Megan over there? What happened to Megan? She was here. Was she not?
He was.
What?
Dang it, Megan.
What are you on about? I've not moved.
Hiding in the wall. It was a bit weird. Anyway,
What?
I don't know.
Megan,
It was a bit
Megan.
weird.
Megan.
Right. So yeah, JL, you can't. You can just kind of hear this in the distance, but all three of you. I mean, obviously through the hammering that's going on, you can hear kind of thumping and you can hear noises on the other side. It sounds like there's a bit of chaos going on. Probably because they can't see. They don't know what's going on. They can't fathom out what just happened. And these are not the brightest things. They're not intelligent.
Should we open the door to have a look and see what happened?
Lovelaw has his brawny right shoulder up against the door and he looks over at Shaggy and he just goes across his head.
Come on, Captain. Come on, Captain.
Okay.
We know better than this.
All right.
It was just a suggestion.
You reckon you have blocked this door reasonably well, probably better than it was before on the latch. You've banged a load of your pitons into the wall here. Unfortunately, you are going to have to leave them. You've banged 5 of them in. You're going to have to leave them behind.
And they're stumbling around in the dark in there anyway. So let's,
You could, make sure there was space for everyone else. Open the door, maybe.
She asks the question: Do we want anything more robust as she heads towards this room to get the to grab that half collapsed bed, like bits of wooden things to try and take down there, whether she can just throw it in the door to help add a bit of mass behind it, but whether that's going to be of any use or not, she does. So she's not sure, but she shouted down and says, "Do you want anything more robust?"
Barrow, what's your response?
Sorry, what was the question again?
She's heading to the room with the kind of half broken down bunk bed, and she's thinking if she can bring some of that back and we can kind of dump that behind the door as well, just to add a bit more resistance. She was shouting down whether that'd be useful.
Yeah, I mean, why not? More the merrier. I don't think we intend to go back through here, do we?
Not without a rest or some kind.
The worry is that these things, we've disturbed them now and they have access to the outside.
Yes.
To get out of here, we need to go and climb over the top.
I moved it by mistake.
Of this building.
Oh, there's another doorway we hadn't been. There's the downstairs bit we hadn't explored.
Other corridors down there.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
It went down to the bottom floor in this room. And then,
that room.
Yeah. Then, we came back and did the search.
Yeah. Okay. Essentially, okay, we'll try it.
At the moment, they possibly can't get out because the darkness covers the whole room.
Yeah.
So they may not be able to find the exit yet. So it's only 10 minutes concentration. So it will.
Or we can try clearing this bit of corridor here. Doesn't look very thick. If we could clear that out, then we get access to a stairway, which will take us to the top floor, I believe.
Yeah, I'll look at that.
But yeah, there is a somewhere we haven't explored yet.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna pick up whatever bits of this broken bed she can, but she can't go any further because that's the movement. So.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna. You all sort of take a breath for a couple of minutes, and it goes fairly well. I mean, you can still hear milling around on the other side, but nothing's hit the door like it was doing before. There's not been that big, that enormous kind of thumping and that deliberative kind of go. So you leave it about 30 seconds, and then you're all breathing. Do you want to do anything, or do you want to just get out?
I'm happy to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go out.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovelaw.
Let's do it.
Lovelaw.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to my thing here. Let's go. Oh, I've grabbed Megan. Sorry. And then I grabbed Vero. I still can't grab Lovelaw. I've grabbed everybody else. There.
Lovely.
He gets. Yo.
You know, thanks for the assist. Please don't take it the wrong way, but you stink. You need a shower.
Fair enough.
Oh, come on, it's only been 6 months. Ha ha ha. No. Lovell likes
We were
a
saving
bath.
water on the ship.
Well, there is that. Alrighty.
I wonder if I actually wrap myself around you. If I wrap myself around you, would I actually take your
Impurities?
yeah?
Well, Shaggy, is your middle name Fabrice?
A shaggy sponge bath.
We'll try this.
Shaggy SpongeBob.
We'll try this on the ship when no one else is watching.
I was going to say, you know, to get, yeah, getting all the crevices. Lovely.
While you're
I'm up for it.
nasal hair. Yeah.
I've never been more clean.
Yeah, back sack and crack.
Oh no.
If it works for you, we can do it for JL. Making that valid.
I make a sanity roll.
Right.
So
Very good.
that was still an encounter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not make a sanitary. You can make a sanitary roll.
Yes, exactly.
That's funny.
Right,
That's
now
funny.
what, folks? What are you going to do?
Are we going to explore down this staircase then?
Andy, I mean, I
Sorry, Rob. What were you saying?
I know. I was just going to say, we've got this bit down the south, which goes off somewhere. But is that not the outside?
yeah, it's
Where?
the landing area.
That's the landing.
Yeah, this
Right.
is-
Okay. So
yeah.
we can really only go two ways. Well, potentially three, like Pete said. Right. Yeah.
Well, bear in
We need
mind,
to go down or up, don't we?
yeah, the thing to bear in mind is those flying things in there, which I can scabbers or whatever they're called.
Scavers. Yeah.
They have direct access to the outside. They can fly round to the entrance. And we found scabbers in the entrance. They may well, when we open that secret door, they might be waiting for us.
So what if? Have you still got? You haven't got the link to the golem, have you?
Has it been over an hour, John?
Yes.
Okay, then no.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go through the secret door and then close it.
Well, let's open the secret door and make sure there's nothing on the other side.
It's either that or we
No.
keep the secret door closed and we keep a listen out for any scabber movement in the darkness room.
V for
And
victory.
when there's not, we go out that way.
Scaver.
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 Scabber.
Yes.
But yeah, I would just go straight for the stairs and hope that they don't and we double time it.
I'm hoping we get the ship back soon because I really need a rest. I really need a rest. I am done.
Yeah,
But in terms of everything,
we need
yeah.
to find somewhere we can
Yeah.
hole up. I think
I can still use you
before we go through those black doors, I'd say we
Yeah,
really want to take a rest.
I can still use the bow and daggers, but other than that, I have got no additional abilities.
I mean, there's this
It's
room
something
here.
incredibly funny. So I'll tell you what it is another time about certain things. I understand. So, Vero, are you opening that door and having a look out?
Well, I was going to say, there's this room here. It's a biggish room. It's got 2 doors. We can wedge those doors and have a long rest.
How do you wedge the doors?
With a golem.
Can't get a golem in there, mate.
Well, we've got bits of furniture and stuff we can get from in here. These rooms. There's bits of furniture in this room, I believe.
What if we go to the stairs? That's got a door on
Do
it.
the doors have bolts on them?
No. No, they don't.
So So all we need to do is wedge something. If this, let me.
I mean, is there a wrecked table in this room?
No.
If that door that I'm pinging,
What is in this room? You said there was wrecked furniture in here.
It's just bits of. It's just bits of
no,
trash.
because
There's
that would
nothing
come out
particularly
into the
large.
room,
It's
not
not like
into
there's
the
like
stairs,
big
would it?
things that you can bring along and kind of wedge.
No, I mean, is there like a table leg?
I mean, there's
Or a
some
chair
bits and
leg.
pieces, but the part of the problem is all of the stuff that there is
Yeah.
it's not very strong. It was like the chest. There's a chest sticking out from underneath this thing, but as soon as Monty grabbed it with his mouth and tried to pull the chest, it fell to bits. Everything is ancient and decayed.
Okay,
It's not
right.
like there's big lumps. Okay, there's a big oak table. Let's get the oak table and roll it over and stick it up against the door or anything like that. And what you're concerned about right now is that these things bashed the door open. By the way, it's only been like a minute or two, right? So you're still in the decision-making phase at this point. It's not
Okay.
rolled on, yeah? You're still trying to work out what to do. But so the darkness is still up, by the way, unless you tell me it's not.
Yeah, so keep it up until as long as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So at the moment, you know that they came and they bashed that door open. So they could bash this door open, you theorise.
Does anyone else have adventuring gear on their equipment?
Yes.
Okay.
What type of adventuring gear?
Every
do you
set
want?
of adventuring gear you have, if you took adventuring gear when you created your character, you got 10 pitons.
I've got pitons.
Right. We can wedge the doors to pitons.
And I've got adventuring gear.
You still can't take a rest in this room.
Okay, right.
You could have taken it. I know there was a discussion about taking a rest earlier with the golem, which you could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have done because that would have been okay because of that room having only like one entrance and exit, and the golem kind of could have just sat outside and wedged himself in the way,
Right.
And I know you were concerned about times there, Pete. So I know that was a concern you were expressing. Okay, but the problem is that you're not confident enough to be able to switch off enough to have a rest in this room.
Okay.
That's the issue that you've got right now. It might not happen, but it's chewing over in your heads, all of you.
Right. In that case, move on. Let's open. I'm going to open that secret door a crack just to take a look and listen.
You open it and you look outside. It's quiet. Now the scavers made a noise when they flew previously. You heard them flying, right? They were making this kind of creaking, flapping noise, right? So you're not hearing that. You think it's probably okay. It's very quiet out there. So
All right. Let's go. Let's go quickly and quietly down those stairs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, you know where you're going, don't you?
Sort of.
Can anybody else hear their fans? Their fans.
Yes,
you hear.
Yes.
Everybody starts moving their tokens around.
Yes.
People start moving tokens. Oh, okay, it's like that, is it? GPU's busy, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Where's my GPU at?
If it doesn't cause a problem, John, I'm going to put Monty there, but Monty is not there. Monty is behind me.
Yeah. Just put him somewhere where you can. He's to hand. As far as I'm concerned, he's by your side. So typically speaking, as far as I'm concerned, he's with you. In that you're both in the same square, roughly, unless you tell me otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's what you can see down there, JL.
Mm.
So if you recall, this room was very. It was kind of dusty.
Oh yes, it's the one. Yeah, yes. We were concerned about. Yeah, we thought there'd be tracks and things, wouldn't there? We'd be leaving evidence of.
Yeah.
Is it all the way down the corridor as well? Can I see from there? Or is it mainly just this square, this box?
What, dusty down there as well?
Yeah, from what I can see.
Kind of the muck is settled everywhere, yeah, down here.
Yeah, fair enough. Can't hear anything. It looks like there's a couple of branches. I'm gonna go and see what's down here.
Just hold on then.
Nope, you said hold on. Never mind.
She's not quite so
Oh,
exuberant.
you can
in
move. Sorry, Varro. Lovelore can move. Yeah, that's not a problem. You can move around. I'm only saying hold on because I'm unpacking things. Yeah,
Got it.
that's all.
She's not quite as exuberant as with the exploration at the moment.
All right. I might as well open the whole thing up. Okay. So you were in a corridor not a million miles away from here. You think, sort of physically speaking, and you remember it was very. The building, the part of the building felt very unsafe. Like everything wasn't together. As you've been walking around this place, you haven't really been wondering about the walls and the ceiling and the ceiling falling on you. And as you step towards the edge here, it's the same feeling. So again, there's this muck. There's plenty of this muck around. And what you can see to the left is that the corridor has collapsed. Okay, so down here you can see that it went down here and it's collapsed completely. Fallen in, and there's that usual sort of trail of rubble that runs and kind of slope down into the corridor. There's something that you see in this place. And when you look to your right, you can see, and you sort of just sneak down there and have a quick look around. There's a kind of another one of these caves. You think there was probably a room here at some point, but bits of the wall have all fallen in, and effectively it's just a sort of rocky heap with a rough shape. You think there was probably more to it at some point, but it's destroyed, and it just feels like there's cracks in the walls and the ceilings. The ceilings don't quite look the right shape. The walls don't look quite right. Everything just feels a bit ramshackle. Like there's been some serious damage here to the physical parts of the building.
This place looks really badly broken.
It does.
Let's have a look at this doorway.
Okay. It's wonky in the frame. It opens into the room to the right, so the opening is on the left.
Yep.
Swings away. But the frame is buckled and the door is sitting wonky in the frame.
I'm gonna try and open it.
When you trace it, there's a couple of cracks in the door as well. You're just like, You gonna try it?
Gonna go back and get someone else's opinion on it.
Fair enough. Fine and fair enough.
I don't know. What do I look like to you, a dwarf?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know anything about stonework.
Next.
Anybody got any idea about building?
No.
Building what?
Well, there's everything looks broken, and there's a door frame that's got a. I don't know. It looks like I'm concerned if we open the door, it's going to break, and everything's going to collapse in on us. It might be fire
open?
I've not tried it yet.
Maybe see if you can move it, and then we could maybe use an invisible hand to open it.
I'm going to
if
thaumaturge
it
it.
can be moved.
I'll thaumaturge it from here if I can see
Yeah.
it from there.
The worst case scenario, JL, in my honest opinion, of building things is if it comes crashing around your ankles, then
Probably
we have
built
to go
very
back and use the stairs and go out the front door.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You cast thaumaturgy and nothing happens.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try.
I mean, if you want, if you're worried about opening it, I'll open it.
Okay, can try.
I think before we open it, why don't we just quickly investigate this little area down here? Just in case, I mean, if it does bring down the corridor and we have to leg it out, at least
Yeah.
we'll have checked this over.
Quickly.
Gotta
Use
give
the
it a
word
check.
quickly there. Every time that you search an area, there's obviously a little bit of time that it's going to take.
No, there's nothing down here.
Megan disappears and you can hear her talking to herself about something.
Crunching
Crunching around in a big pile of rubble. Thinking about it. When you
Nice.
look down the corridor at her, you can kind of see her head down in there and you see her poking about in this pile of rubble.
Nice.
She's having fun. Time passes.
She does have a crowbar, but it's in the ship, I think. So that's not going to help.
This looks terribly important. Look, it's a shiny stone.
Yeah. Oh, you found
Nice.
bits of wall, so you think definitely that there was a room here. And it's fallen down. Hello?
Maybe we should check it then. Do you want a hand, Megan?
Pete! Peter!
Oh,
And he's back. What happened there, fella? You right?
I don't know.
Well, very quiet.
Am I?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
It was just your position of your
Yeah.
microphone. Okay.
Oh.
Don't know what happened. You were just very quiet for all of a sudden. Sound off,
It
Pete.
still is quiet.
Yeah, still very quiet.
Video sound.
I'll go down and help Megan
Better?
search this room.
How's that? Is that better?
A little bit better, but
Okay.
weirdly, I've got you turned up to maximum.
Try that. How's that?
Better.
You're back up to where you were.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
No, now you've gone back down again.
Have I? Oh God.
No, now you're back up again.
All right. Okay. Tell me if you can't hear me. If my lips are moving and you can't hear anything, then,
Yeah. You are quieter than before. When we were at the other room, you were coming through loud and clear then, so I don't know what's happened, but it's better than when you just came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine now. I can
Yeah.
hear you all right, so it's okay.
Ooh.
All right. Cool. So, what are we doing?
Hey, we're going to try the door.
So
Go for
I've
it.
just got in there with Megan and I've just had a quick look around to see if there's anything. Because Megan said, oh, it looks like there's a room that used to be a room of some sort and blah, blah, blah.
You guys
So
are
I'm
doing
just-
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who else is... So, who's opening the door?
Who's got
gonna-
prestidigitation as a cantrip? Jackie?
What use is prestidigitation
Okay.
in this case?
JL, what's the
You can open it
door
under the
frame
door.
made of?
I think it was wood.
Thaumaturgy. Not
Yeah, I tried that.
Thaumaturgy, sorry.
It didn't-
Wood.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Okay. Get Monty to go and mend it.
Well, it could be locked. It could be locked or jammed. I don't know.
That's true. Monty can use repair, can't he?
Monty can mend 3 times a day. He can mend himself and other objects, inanimate objects.
It might just need someone to bash it. I'm not strong enough.
We're melting John's brain.
Poor John.
Oh.
I am impressed,
I
John.
don't know.
That-
It would be really handy if the party had this really big guy who was really good at being strong and big.
Can we just bash it?
We don't have one of them.
No.
Okay.
Lovelorn,
What's he
smash.
doing there?
Okay. Let's do it.
Come on, rip
Is
your
this-
shirt
is-
off,
is this
flex
a
those
string?
pecs, and tear that door from
Okay,
the frame.
Lovelorn, you go up and you just try the handle and you give it a bit of a shove and you realise that it is stuck in the frame. Okay?
Gonna need a little bit of a
It's going to
little
need
bit
a
of
push.
persuasion.
But
Are you going to
also
take no for an
realise-
answer, Lovelorn?
You also realise,
Mhm.
just from looking, that the side effects of that might be you're concerned. You all are, because everything's kind of wonky in here. Is it a load-bearing
I am-
door at the moment? Is the question that you're asking.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
It's a good question.
Give a quick riff on my penny whistle
Okay.
and use bardic inspiration on Lovelorn.
All right. So you need to be very controlled in the way that you do this, Lovelorn.
All right.
So you need to be strong. We're going to make a strength check. But in doing that, and in being strong, you need to be controlled at the same time.
I'm not running across the area. I'm just gonna plant the feet. Actually, I
Jail buggers
think I'm
off.
Oh, well, she wants to get ready so that she wants to be prepared. She wants to try and get ready so that if something does start to drop, she can try and grab him and pull him back.
nice.
You'll
How
need
good
to
is
stand
it?
next to him then.
Yeah. It's very much like making love to a beautiful woman.
Ah, I'll go ahead
You
and
have to
strip
lean
down.
forward and be controlled. But then you have to make the thrust in exactly the right place. Okay, lovely.
Arrow.
Strength check. And
Okay,
a bardic
I'm gonna put-
inspiration. That's an extra d6, right?
Yep.
All right. So it's just a strength. It's not a strength save. it's
Nope, strength
check.
check. But you get an extra
Oh.
d6. 2.
Okay, and then I'll add. Oh, good thing. I'm going to add another 6 because that's terrible. Oh, how do I do that? That's I don't know what just happened. CD6. Roll.
Nice.
12.
Goodness gracious, that's not great.
You lean on the door and it makes a cracking sound, and you think, it's not opening. I'm a little bit concerned, so you back off it.
Ah,
Is it going to pancake us, do you think?
I don't know. Did I hear anything that made it sound like the roof was going to come in?
No, it sounded more like the door was cracking, to be brutally honest. It sounded more like the door was damaged rather than, like... I mean, on the one hand, you're looking at it, you're kind of going, if I give it a really hefty boot from here, will it break the door in half and we'll be through? But if it does, what might happen? What might the side effect be? You're weighing it up.
So,
Your
I weigh it
impulse is
up.
just to boot the door as hard as possible.
and therefore I do.
Okay, so this time we're going to make
Strength.
we're not going to make a strength check, but this time we're going to make an unarmed attack. Attack!
Actions.
Unarmed strike.
Attack. Unarmed. Boom. Jeez. Still. Just cannot roll above a 10 on a 20-sided dice, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's another big crack, but this time there's a kind of a creaking noise from the frame around it. You're like,
Honestly, I would say we don't need to be in this room badly enough that I want a ceiling falling in on us.
No, we do. Come on, bring the door down.
Oh,
says Megan
cat
while
has
shuffling
spoken.
bits of gravel. There's definitely something in here,
All right. I'll back off. Fine. That door doesn't want to come open.
Okay. Fair?
Fair. Elsewhere?
I mean, there's nothing about that door that says that there's anything important behind it. I mean, there might be, but
There might be.
it's a regular door. It's not like a big vault door, or it's got like a guard room in front of it, or anything like
It's
that.
not like a big black important vault door.
Yeah.
You definitely need to
Exactly.
be on the other side of, is it?
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I
Anything-
say,
Fair enough.
Go down and open the door.
By the way, there doesn't need to be any arrows on this map. I realised, because they're all up from here. Because this end of things is
the
the
bottom.
layer you're on is the lowest level.
good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So the top level and the bottom
Well,
level,
with
we don't need
with
to.
the new
they're
way
always
you,
down or
you've
they're always
got,
up.
with the new way you've got of doing the stairs with the different length lines, that also helps.
Well, that's also I mean, yeah. The new way I've got.
Well, as in you've not done that on the other stair. You suddenly started doing that, or we encountered those stairs later on in some way. I don't know.
Every set of stairs in the place is consistent, apart from 2.
Not 3?
Yeah, you see, this was a special set of stairs that we came down. These were delicate little stairs. I think they lead to a special room. There's something down here we need.
Are these stairs different from the other stairs?
These stairs.
Well, they're straight.
Yeah.
Are they different to, let's say, I don't know, these stairs and
Yes.
these stairs and these stairs?
Yes.
They look finer. They look more like these stairs over here, these delicate ones that ring round and round and round.
What,
They look more
the bottom
special.
of which is these stairs?
Yeah.
Well, that's the ones that came down to them.
This is my question, John. Are they different? As in, do they look different?
Every single set of stairs that you've come across in this place is a spiral stair like this. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So spiral staircases like this one. Except for the ones that came down the corridor past the armoured dudes and then went up
Yep.
to the big room with the black door. The room with the big black door. And this set.
Okay.
So
So what
they
you're
are-
saying is
see?
the actual stairs, the configuration of the stairs, and the fact that they don't go round in a circle is different, but otherwise the stairs are,
I mean, they're roughly the same.
Identical.
They were made by the same sort of teams of masons and so forth, you think.
right. Okay.
But-
so yeah.
but
so just the fact
They're
that it's
just,
a long.
the design
Yes.
is different in both cases.
Okay.
This part of the building does seem to be more broken for whatever reason.
Okay.
So what?
Megan wanders down and has a look at this door. She wants to know.
Okay. All right. Do you want to try opening it, Megan?
Yeah.
Okay. Shaggy, can you get where you can reach out and grab a hold of her belt to yank her back? Or do you want me to?
Okay, Megan.
Yeah,
an arm strike
I'll stand
then.
right behind Megan. Can I assist?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna move back to give him room to stumble back. Actually, yeah, give him room to stumble back.
For God's sake, what was it with the dice tonight?
There's a distinct shiver through this corridor, and Shaggy, you're immediately on your uppers, and Megan, so are you. You're concerned, and there's a couple of bits of sort of little just loose bits of stuff on the ceiling that sort of tumble down and rattle around on the floor. All of you feel that. You sort of feel that shiver.
Do not put doors to nowhere.
I'm not saying the door doesn't go anywhere.
No, this
I'm
place
just
may
saying
be
it's
falling
probably
apart.
not. It's probably not worth the risk. We've encountered how many empty rooms in this place?
Don't
And
want to
how
bring
many
down that roof
significant
over your
rooms
head.
with stuff that we actually need? And that's my point. Is I think it's possibly just another. I mean, there might be something interesting in there,
Megan,
but it's
I have to ask
very,
you,
very dangerous.
are we going through this door because it's the pirate life, or are we going through this door just to see what's on the other side?
I wish I could warn her off from this whisper in her ear.
Bear, bear in mind,
lot
she is
What do you think?
she's the curious cat.
What?
Oh,
what
she is.
do you?
Yeah, yeah,
think-
yeah. That's me. That's me. That's me.
What do you think? Let's just have a little check in. What do you think you need?
Well, we have three, what we think are the three keys that we're told we need.
Right.
We have a book of passphrases we think
Yeah.
we need.
Right.
Is there anything else?
We don't know until we open the black door.
I'm going to wander down to
Any other
this.
clues that
End of the
that might
tunnel.
be helpful there?
I'm just thinking, what is it? Seek my kind. The three keys are all still here. You know the passphrase, you have read it. Start at the bottom, finish at the top. Uxakita will protect. So, Uxakita will protect.
Got that one.
We've got that one. We
Yep.
think we've got three keys.
Yep.
We think we've got the passphrase.
Yep.
I'm the desiccated person.
Oh,
about-
start at the bottom, finish at the top. Does that mean that we have to use the keys in three different locations?
Ooh,
I hope not.
ooh. What if Find My Kind is the thigh cream that are in stasis?
Well, they're not the.
No, they're not the same.
Kind. No.
And when it says start at the bottom and go to the top, it means start at the bottom here in this set of stairs and wind your way up to the top where the black door is.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah, that's.
Now,
that's
I'm
another way
stood
of
at
looking
this,
at it.
John, I'm stood at this wall. Does it look like we can actually break through here into that corridor? With a little bit of careful rummaging and scrudging around, could we actually break through and get ourselves to the stairs going up
Thing
to the
is, it's
black
all
door
collapsed.
quickly?
It's all collapsed to form that barrier, right?
Right.
And actually, you're not stood
Oh.
there. You're kind of stood at the top of a slope. So if you're stood there, you've climbed up a slope.
Okay.
So you're within about 5 feet of the ceiling. So you're currently crouched down, looking at this big pile of broken rocks and rubble that are in front of you,
But does it look like it can be pushed
lumps of crystal.
through and cleared through enough to crawl through back into that corridor that goes
given
quickly?
how uneven the ceilings are and how uneven the walls are around you, I'm not sure that's going to be a safe thing to do. It might work, it might not. You can give it a try. It's entirely up to you if you want to. But it's certainly, this whole area is pretty crumbly. And right now, if the place that you need to be most of all, based on what you've just said, is here,
That's the quickest way to it.
the only way you know to get there is down here.
Yeah. It's on the other side of this landslide.
Okay. Up to you guys. Pickaxes, shovels, go for it.
I think we should give it a little bit of a try just to see if we can clear a gap
Okay.
big enough to
Who's
scramble
doing it
through.
then? Who's doing the digging?
How about,
I will.
can I just throw something out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about we force a cave in?
Okay.
I'm not a dwarf
Right.
by any means.
So if we get leverage purchase on that knackered door, this whole area is already shivered, etc., etc. Okay. So why can't we, if we've got rope that's big enough, we all stand in the room where Varro, Monty, Lovelaw, and JL are anyway, and we basically all heave ho on the rope, forcing that door open, which then forces a collapse. It might be enough to get a ramp to go up a floor. It might dislodge the area where Megan is currently standing. It might bugger us up completely, but at least we've got the stairs that we can basically go to.
Well, we can already get up a floor from where we are. I think, I don't know, but it sounds very, very risky to me.
Yeah, we can get up a floor from where we are, but then we have to go outside again, crawl all over the top of the building to get down and back and in, to then go from the base floor all the way through all the levels to get back up.
How long have we been here now?
A long freaking time.
I'm going to try
worried
and
about-
put a rope around some of this rock and see if we can pull it out from further back to just basically be a bit
put
safer.
rope on it. You just can't put a rope on it. You can't do that.
Can we?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
We'll put
Shovel some
in.
pickaxes.
Okay, I'm shoveling, I'm pickaxing the fuck out of this bloody wall. Right,
Okay.
So
what do you want me to roll?
Have you got? Sorry, have you got gear? I mean, I don't know what you've got. So, or you can just move it with your hands, but it's obviously going to take a while.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I've got strong hands. I'm doing it with my hands.
Okay, no
I'll
problem.
go help her, John.
All right.
I'll go help her, John.
Alrighty. So what you start doing, Megan, is you basically
We're gonna
start
die.
grabbing lumps of things and just
Yeah,
moving them out of the way.
I'd rather die at this stage.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm helping her. I'm keeping an eye out, John, as she's frantically digging because definitely is feeling it.
He's lost it.
It
Running up and down and round and about in this bloody tomb.
is a bloody tomb.
Yeah.
I understand how you feel.
We only found dead people here. I'm really...
Megan, I understand. We're close.
Yeah. Okay.
We're
Going to
close.
take a quick break. Back on. And we're back. Right. I need to say something. All right. You have got
Bum, bum, bum.
tons of clues. You've been through the clues. You've looked at them all. And you have, in going through those clues, pretty much, as far as you can tell, worked out what each of them means. And you've also realised that you've found, wandering around, tons and tons and tons of the things that you need, the answers that you need to those clues. You've got them all. You've put them all together. You've investigated large chunks of this map. Not every little bit, but large chunks of the map. Okay? What you're doing is you're getting frustrated, or you're getting levels of frustration are growing. Oh, we don't know what, but you do know because you've done it. You've got all the parts that you need. You've got everything that you need. What is that? Is that an axe or is that? I couldn't tell what that was. Yeah, exactly. So you've been there. You've done it. I mean, you know, there's like here's a clue, and Pete's going, oh, this is a really complicated clue, and Christine's like, no, it isn't. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? You've answered all of the things that you know what you've done. You've done all the things. You've got all the parts. You had one last thing, which was critically important, which was the key that you were missing. You found it tonight.
Yes, we did.
Eventually. But you've got
Black's
all
more
the pieces
important.
that you need. Okay?
All right.
And you've even
Yeah,
put them together.
we just need to get there, and I think we just want to go the quickest way without having to climb up over the top of the
Trust me,
house. and all.
smashing the walls down is not the option that you want. Why? Why is we don't want to climb up there? It's going to take too long. And you climb up, and you climb over, and you climb down. Yay! It took 3 seconds. Okay, it was a bit longer in game time, but in terms of actual physical pastime, that's what happened last time.
But you're going to make us move our characters through every room and up
No, I'm
and down
not.
every step.
All you need to do is say, I want to go there, and I'll move them.
Okay, we want to go to the black door.
Fine.
I think that's a good plan. I think it's a really good plan.
It's really not difficult, guys. If it comes down
Okay.
And
to
it
it,
does.
Well,
yeah.
the reason I said that is because you have in the past made us move our characters through all of the passageways.
I have. When it has been relevant to do so. Now, there's been times when you go, well, is that I don't understand why he's making us do that. But that's because I'm trying to ramp up tension and all the rest of it. But you're done.
Oh, yeah.
You've done it.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get to the black door.
Let's black door this.
I'm moving Lovelore. Sorry, Lovelore.
I'm not sorry.
I just.
We'll have a cut. We'll have a montage of us tromping through corridors and up and down stairs and across.
It may look a
climbing
a
up
bit
and
like
down road.
a bit like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
We'll do it with a montage. Watching
There's
a montage.
Well, Varro's providing the music for the montage.
Yeah, there's the scavers chasing us in one door and out the other. We're doing that whole
Right.
corridor thing where you come in and duck.
He's playing raggedy sack.
Let's do it.
Right.
I don't get crumbled.
Before we go any further, just give me a moment.
Okay.
So, JL got here last time.
Yes.
She did not go in the room.
No. She opened the door and went, then closed the door again.
Well, she stood on the threshold, but she didn't go in the room. And the reason why I'm just moving the figures to where I am, or the tokens to where I am, is because you didn't go in the room before, so it just didn't feel like it was right for you to just sort of apply in the room.
Yeah.
Because you didn't do that last time. So, with an abundance of caution, you've made your way across. You did not see any of the scavers. Megan, are you taking up?
Nice.
Matron?
So to speak.
No, I'm repositioning myself and Lovelore. Since we normally travel in that formation.
Okay, that's cool. Alrighty. Well, now what then?
All right. Come on, guys. Let's get in that room.
Anyway, yep.
Open the door.
The door is open.
Can I have a look in? Anything
Do you
different
want to
from
do
that?
this when we? Do we still want to get a long rest before we do this? This is likely to be the final encounter, or are we just going to go for it? Let's just throw that out there.
That's a
I dare
ridiculously,
say we've not been anywhere we could have a long rest or feel comfortable with a long rest.
It's only been on the ship, really, isn't it?
And
Really?
then let's do it.
Yep. I'm at half
Okay, I'm gonna put-
half hit points. Let's do it.
Half hit points, no spells.
Yeah.
It's a pirate's life for us.
Away.
Might need the keys. She says
Might
to
use
Shaggy.
keys. Yeah.
Okay. Varro,
You open the black door.
Have I got the key? Have you given me the keys, Shaggy?
No, I still got them.
Okay. I will. Can I have the keys, please, Shaggy?
Okay.
Lovelore, you're looking at the door.
I am.
There's a rather complex, what you took to be a door handle initially, where you're basically on that side of the door on the right where you're stood. Okay? But then you realise it's a rather complex looking mechanism. And it has sort of 3 holes in it and then a turning handle. One of the holes is a square. One of the holes is a hexagon. And one is a triangle.
I think I should try and kick this in.
If Shaggy doesn't give me the keys, soon, I'll join you.
I've already said okay. So
I will stand there looking stupidly at the
Shaggy,
stuff.
You've handed them over to Varro, yeah? The 3.
yeah, when he asked the first time.
All right. All right, Varro.
I'll go over. Lovelord, show me the handle.
It's right here.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that looks right. Okay. Square, triangle.
Yep.
Hexagon.
You slot them in.
Mhm.
You don't think there's like
Turn them
you don't think there's like they go in one way or they go in the other. You just think they go in whichever way around. They're symmetrical. Yeah.
Operate the mechanism.
Okay. So you grab the handle and you turn it, clunk, and it clicks into place. And the face, you nearly shit yourself, in fact, because it's like, whoa, bloody hell! It suddenly talks, but again, it's in this language that you don't recognise, and the mouth moves, it speaks, and it says something.
It's just tits.
That language that you is that what you say? You say it's just tits.
No, I do.
I'm not saying that.
I do.
It's just tits. Okay. It goes and says something else, but you're not quite sure what the thing is.
Wow.
I'll open the book, go to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say the last of the phrases from the book.
Yep. Okay. So you read it out. You've written it out phonetically, so you remember it. You read it out phonetically. You have never been so terrified of reading something accurately in your life. The absolute you stand there and you're like you're looking at him, Lovelord, and he's reading this thing, and he's sweating, his sweat pouring off him as he stood there in front of this thing, and he's reading very precisely every single phrase in the way that it needs to be said. The magic mouth on the door says something, and there is this clunk, 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 clunk from the door, and then there's a dunk, and it starts to open towards you. Right, so
Okay, backing away.
you back up very quickly. Yeah, no, it's okay. You don't have to back up quite that far, and it rumbles open. Lovelord, you're stood there going, "Ooh, I wonder what we're going to see in here."
The water preserve. I think it was the Istis tits.
Yep.
It's some more goddamn corridors. Don't tell Megan. Let her think we're at the end.
Better not be any more stairs.
Yeah.
You don't worry about Megan. Megan and Shaggy are comparing stones that we found in that cave room.
Okay,
Quietly,
the door rumbles
quietly.
all the way open, and it's open basically at a 90-degree angle now. You
Quietly,
can
quietly.
see beyond, and it's very different to every other part of this place. The walls in here are black. They're still crystal, but they're a matte black. There's still a light suffusing the place, but it is dim, low.
Like what we saw in the those outbuildings, for lack of a better satellite type things. Was that black crystal? I can't remember. It's been a while since we
Very
were in.
similar, in fact, identical material.
Okay.
That matte black that you could hardly see.
It was difficult to see the stairs and things.
There is a light in here. You can see the shapes of things, but it is weirdly. It's kind of dim, and you can see the corridors here. And the wall on the opposite side there, Lovelord, the corridor,
Yep.
seems to shimmer. You can see that it's almost like it's moving, like it's crawling almost. It's shimmering. Varo, JL, you can see it too.
All right. Lovelord's going to do stealth at disadvantage, which is going to be just beautiful, and is going to step in. I just grabbed the wrong person. Sorry.
Sees Lovelord
Okay.
creeping along, and then just strides past him
Very
with
good.
loud footsteps.
All right.
Okay.
Just give me a second, guys, because I had to close the thing and then open it. There we go.
Anyone want to move back behind? Anyone want to consolidate our gains? Megan? With your cat-like reflexes?
You decided on going right, did you?
It was the right thing to do.
Okay, Varro. Corridor carries on. Fuck, it's creepy in here.
It's very dark. Actually, how dark is it, John? Is there ambient light of some sort?
There is this weird ambient light coming from nowhere.
Got
The
it.
place is illuminated, but it's dim.
It's just the inner wall that has a shimmer effect, is it? Or is it
Yeah,
all
It
all
does.
just the inner? Okay.
Not touching the inner wall.
No, it's okay. I'm not.
I try to touch
Okay.
both walls at once. Hey, creep on by. See if that just goes around, if nothing else.
Okay, you're
Let's see
looking
what's-
around here, yes?
Yeah.
Good. What's the largest size I can get then? Let's do that. There we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's an empty room.
Can I move you, Megan?
Congratulations, you found the empty room.
Ah, no, it's
So-
full of coins. Full of coins.
So, here, across here, that shimmering continues, but not on the wall. There's like a shimmering barrier. Okay? So it's like that, but that shimmering goes all the way around.
Mhm.
And still is across here too. In here, in the centre, are 6 large stands. There's nothing else really to call them. They're metal tripods. They stand about 4 feet high, and at the top, they're about 40 centimetres across, and then they've got a series of legs that come down to the floor level, and they widen out to about 3 feet. So they come down and they widen out to about 3 feet at the bottom. They are all, save one, empty. One has a sphere, a grey crystalline sphere sitting on the stand. Your immediate thought is that
Mm-hmm.
would fit
Mm-hmm.
in that hole.
In the
In
office.
the other room.
In the
with
office.
the gold. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How do we get through this barrier, anyone?
Pharaoh, let me try.
Any ideas?
Let me try.
Okay.
It's just tits.
What are you going to do, Lobo?
That's what I just did. It worked last time.
It's just tits.
Oh.
That's just put us up to 4 gold medals now.
Oh, nice.
I'll,
Good.
I'll.
It continues to shimmer.
Okay. I'll try saying the phrase from the book.
It's just shimmering.
No.
Okay. You say some of the phrase. You say the phrase out of the book again.
I'll try tossing a coin at this barrier. What
Okay.
happens?
The coin flies through the barrier and tinkly, tinkly, tinkly across the floor. However,
Oh.
you don't hear the tinkly, tinkly.
Oh, okay. Ah. I'll try touching the barrier.
Ooh. I put my hand on his back. See if I can steal some of the damage.
Tingly.
Ting-
Ooh. It's definitely magical. It doesn't resist your hand. I mean, your hand just passes through it. And it definitely tingles. You can feel it. You don't know what
Okay.
it's doing to your hand, but it doesn't feel bad. It's not like you know. Ah! It's not that.
How heavy is this sphere likely to be? It's going to be heavy, is it?
Well, it's about that big.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean,
mage handy.
it could be ridiculously heavy. It could be something that needs, 6 people to lift, or it could be something you can stick your hand under.
Ooh. If he goes through, I go through.
Okay, so Varro, you just basically walk through onto the other side. You can't hear them now.
Right.
It's like that's providing some kind of magical cutoff. And what's really weird is all of the magic that you are currently carrying, all the magic items that you're currently carrying. Because you carrying any magic items? You must be carrying some magic items. Please tell me you're carrying some magic items.
Surely.
No,
I am. I
Got
walk through.
any?
Yeah, because I mean, I've got so many magic items on me. I mean, just more for choice,
have you got
really.
any? No, have you got any? Seriously, have you got any magic items attuned or anything?
I have a poach. I have magic items that I have a grand total of a potion of greater healing.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't make any difference to you then. Lovelore, you feel it. You walk through. He walks through, and you're like straight after him, and you feel your connection to the axe sort of fade. Like you're in a null magic, and you tell him, you're like,
we're in a null magic.
Gail can if she can see their mouths, she can read their lips and understand what she's saying as part of the observant feat. So she can still, if they can, so she can kind of see what if they are talking to each other, even though she can't hear them. She's trying to.
That's okay.
I'll turn back to jail and go, oh, magic.
Sphere.
So Varro, you walk over to the stand with the sphere on it.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up the coin and touch the sphere with it.
Okay.
Just make sure it's not like a sphere of annihilation or something. It's going right into oblivion.
It is a sphere of annihilation, but it's okay because it's in an anti-magic field, so it won't work until you walk out. Okay, you go tink, tink. It's just a grey crystal sphere. Really boring.
Okay. All right. In best Lord of the Rings tradition, I'm going to cover it with a cloak. Pick it up.
Okay, so you're gonna like top and bottom because you need to push it from the bottom. Oh, you could do that. You could just pick it up like a.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get round to the sides,
around
I mean,
to the sides and pick it up. Okay, so you get your cloak off, you put it over the top, you pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
How heavy?
And
How heavy is that?
It's quite chunky, actually. It's deceptively hefty. I mean, it's basically a sphere of rock, and it's actually quite hung for you to carry.
Manage this, Lovelore. You better take it.
Yeah, you give it to Lovelore. Lovelore's like, oh, okay.
Okay. Lovelore would not suspect a thing. Okay, I take it. Got it.
What Lovelore immediately does is he flips it over. He flips the thing out the way. So he's currently it's sitting on one of his massive hands like this, right? And he's just sitting on his hand, and he goes, "Ooh, shiny."
Nice.
He pokes it a couple of times, and he goes, "Do you want me to carry it in this thing? Because it'd be easier if I didn't have to."
Well, it's up to you.
Oh, all right then.
I'll carry it out.
So you wrap it up.
I carry it out.
Yeah, you wrap it up. I mean, you can put it in a pack or whatever. Whoa, hang on a second, Lovelore.
Ooh.
Right. Go on then.
Boy.
Step out.
Can't believe.
Yay!
Oh, okay, right. You're carrying this thing, Lovelore. You know what's going to happen, right? It activates as soon as you're outside the null magic. It's a null magic field, right? Yeah?
Yep.
So as soon as you walk out, this thing activates, and you all feel it crackle into life, right? You all just feel this thing. And the first thing it does is the closest, which is Lovelore, because he's holding it, right? It just goes straight into your brain, Lovelore. Okay.
Ow, 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 ow.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw. My friend.
That ain't a good thing for me. Especially, I cannot roll above a 10. Amazing. Got it. Oh! Okay.
It hasn't come up on my feed. Has everybody else got it? Or
Yeah, 9+1.
No.
I got a total of 10.
Yeah, I got it.
9 plus 1.
Oh, yeah.
37 seconds ago.
Nope.
I have not rolled above a 10. I don't
Oh,
think
there
I
we go.
might.
It's over
Amazing.
there. I have to look in 6 different places for it. Wow, thanks. Okay, very good. So, yep, your wisdom save. And, okay, this thing just basically hurtles. I mean, you feel it hurtle into your brain. And it's talking to you. It's talking at you, right? At 1,000 miles an hour. You all see him kind of, he's holding this thing and he's jerking like this. And it's talking at you, it's talking at you. And you're like, whoa, calm down. And it's talking in a language that you cannot follow. It's beyond you. But then it reaches further into your brain. Hang on. Then it reaches further into your brain, and you feel it just unpack your entire, all of your memories, all of your knowledge, everything else. It just unpacks. It's like it unpeels. You even like right into your deepest, darkest secrets. It just reaches inside your brain and siphons it all out. You can't stop it. He sounds like he's jerking, and he's jerking for about 3 seconds, and he's like, oh. And then you all hear this voice.
I serve the sphere. No.
All hail the sphere.
All hail. Zorzag, sphere of doom. And you're like, what the hell just, it's like, to you, it's the hell just happened. And you hear this mechanical voice. Those of you who went into the cave and experienced it, it's the same thing that you're experiencing, but this time it's speaking in common.
Handy.
In fact, first of all, it speaks in a language that I don't think any of you speak apart from Lovelore, and then you kind of get this slight pause, and then it bursts out in common. And you realise that probably that was a giant that it was speaking in before, but it's reaching into all of your brains. Connections.
My brain's not good for this.
What do you bid?
I brushed the blood that's coming out of my nose away.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like that. But it was quite horrible, but it was not. It was not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way, that wisdom save's just come up in my feed.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It was wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, my computer's freaking hot.
It's part of the cooling system of mine. The
I think it's a D&D Beyond thing, because on the character sheet log, that roll was 4 minutes ago, but on the map it came through 3 minutes ago. So there was a minute difference between the character sheet on D&D Beyond and the map system on D&D Beyond.
Or just the way that it calculates time.
But there you go.
Yeah.
Unfurl. Unwrap. Wrap. Unwrap. Sensors blinkered.
What?
Unwrap. It's talking at you. Lovelore.
Oh, okay. I think it wants you to take the cloak off.
That's wrap.
No.
Unwrap.
Oh, unwrap. Okay. I'll unwrap the
You
thing.
take the cloak off. Okay, it's not grey. It's not grey anymore. It's not just a chunk of grey crystal. You can see multiple colours. There's like a cloud of colours within this thing, all swirling and moving, with purpose within.
Behold the confusing orb.
This is the first time I think I've ever said this to you, Lovelore, but nice orb.
You'll say it again.
You can
really
feel
think
it,
this is
for each of you. You can feel you can feel it sort of reaching out. You can sense its intelligence, just sort of speaking to you. But it isn't doing what it did to Lovelore. It's not reaching out and drilling into your heads.
probably
What do we
because
call
he
you?
can't.
Okay, I'm gonna look. Barrett's gonna say, "Where are you from?"
So we got 2 questions. What do you call you, and where are you from?
Yeah.
I am manufactured. So what was that? Did you saying? What do we call you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does not. And it pauses. Does not connect. Does not refine. Does not matter. Has no designation.
Would you like a designation?
Has no designation.
I think we should call it Orby.
Orby. Orby, what is your purpose?
To serve.
What is this building that we are in?
We are in the waypoint. Just find the bloody thing in my notes.
The Waypoint.
Where are your
Waypoint-
masters?
Waypoint, and it says a word that doesn't make any sense, and then there's a pause. 7. Waypoint 7.
Mm. If there's 7 more of these things to
What
go
is a
through, I may kill.
waypoint? What is the purpose of a waypoint?
To act as the point between two locations. A place of refuge, safety, and connection. In the darkness. In the wild.
What are the 2 locations connected to this waypoint?
Information not found.
Looks like the waypoint.
Christine asked a question.
Sorry, Christine.
I missed it too.
Where are your masters?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah. I heard that.
You are not. You are different.
Christine. Don't screw
Your
this up for us,
designations are
Christine.
different. Your brains are different. Your physical composition is different.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I get the feeling
I
everybody's
didn't
now
ask
looking
you
at
any
me?
of that. I said, where are your masters? I never said we were your masters.
Unknown.
Mm.
I have maps.
What is?
Perhaps the
have-
maps will show you the way.
Show us the map.
Sounds good.
Show you?
Your map.
How?
You said you have a map, and that the map
Inside.
might show us.
Inside.
Locations, vectors, positions, star alignments, can direct.
If I touch you, can you show me inside?
You find it. You think it's weird. It connects. You feel it sort of connecting to your head, and then it just becomes incredibly intrusive, like it's burrowing its way into your brain.
Yep.
So you're gonna need to make a wisdom save.
yeah. Thought that.
Enjoy that.
Oh, she's not. Yeah, she's had it before, but yeah. Mid range.
Oh well, it actually came up this time at least.
Yeah.
I think Orby should come with us.
Yeah, you're like, whoa,
I think
no,
Orby should.
and it disconnecting.
It's connecting. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's really intrusive.
Orby, how long have you been here?
Do not understand.
Passage of I try and think what would be a decent time, something that they would have used as a time reference. And
In
I think
our
Lovelore
time
goes-
interval-
and that's about it for Lovelore.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you keep going.
No. Lovelore, I think Lovelore that's the end of his thought train was, I'll think of something that that's about it. He's like, yeah, crap. Hopefully one of you smarter ones will fill in.
In our time intervals, how long has it been since you last saw one of your masters?
Do not understand.
Your masters have a
Biology decays.
designation.
I do not.
Do your masters have a designation?
Biology comes, goes. I exist. I exist.
Where are the others from the other stands?
Those like me.
Yep.
None stored here.
None stored here. That begs a
Room
certain
empty.
question.
It's like it's confused because it's looking at it's kind of you're looking into the room and the room's empty and it's looking in the room and going, there aren't any others. Can't you count? Kind of. It's almost like it's confused at the idea that you can't count.
Did the
Where are
masters
your
have a
brother?
designation?
Where are your compatriots? Those like
me.
you.
You refer to those like me.
Yes.
There is one managing this waypoint. I cannot feel it. Its mind is distant, damaged.
That could be the one we encountered in the other room.
If I could connect to its matrix, I could help. I could help.
Would you like a lift?
Required.
Very good.
Okay.
You recognise this?
It's not like it's floating in the air or anything like that. It doesn't even have any motive power of its own. It seems like
know
you
we
can
do.
carry it around.
She pulls out the picture of that
Over
ship
here.
and says, "Do you recognise this?"
No!
The orb goes red. Lasers point at us all.
The orb. Actually, the orb's response is designation unknown.
Thank you.
Okay. So
I carry it under one arm like a basketball. Just sort of.
it's a long
let's
way.
go.
Can you take us over to here, please, John?
Take you over
So-
to.
Whilst we're going on over, I see where Orby is, and I just have a quick natter in its shell like.
Bear
Right.
in mind that when it's talking to you, it's talking to you. You guys are physically talking, but it's talking to you telepathically. It's not making
Yeah,
any sense.
yeah.
Did it talk
So
to
I
all
ask
of us
it,
at once?
would you like to be a pirate?
It's a good question. Orby would probably make a great pirate. He could guard the ship.
I could make
Designation
a little harness or something to go onto Monty.
He could calculate trajectories for our trebuchet.
Ah, yeah.
I'm all on it.
To do the
All
piloting.
right.
Little
So-
Jolly Roger for him.
Presumably, Loveloy, you're going to go and flap down the flap and put it in.
We could get
Yep.
some ink and we can
Absolutely.
draw a little swish moustache on it, and nose and eyes and things like that.
Okay, so you pull the racking out.
A little
Actually-
toupee on top.
Varro
Yeah.
flaps the thing down, pulls the racking out, and you just put it on. And you're not sure whether you need to slide it back in or out or anything like that. You just pop it on. And it's really weird because instantly you kind of see this crackle. There's like this crackle of energy where it connects into whatever the hell. And you just the pair of you just sort of stand back and watch it. And you can see this swirling. The swirling seems to reconfigure itself. You see these jagged lines, kind of vertical jagged lines appear where previously everything was kind of horizontal swirling. You know, like it's like some kind of beautiful version of Jupiter, of the lines of Jupiter. Well, this suddenly they suddenly become vertical. You get these vertical jags all the way through this, and it sort of it goes quiet.
You okay there, Orby?
And it takes 40 or 50 seconds.
I think it's
Damage
thinking
beyond
about whether he
repair.
wants to be a pirate.
Connecting.
Orby, do you need help? Do you want me to pull you out?
You don't really want to touch it. There's always like static electricity. And there's this weird sort of bluish purple haze around where it's connected to this stand. And you're thinking, I don't want to put my fingers near that.
Yeah, I mean,
In fact, I want to stand
Lovelore
back and
has
there's this
completely.
thick smell of ozone in the air. It's like, oof.
Yeah, Lovelore has completely anthropomorphized this anyway,
Anthropomorphized.
yeah, he's like concerned for Orby at this point, but he's not going to grab it.
Waypoint shut
He's
down.
concerned. Is that a good thing, Orby?
Information downloaded. Waypoint shut down. Data damaged. Checking.
Good.
Yeah, lots of things are damaged.
Parts
So
of
this place had
facility
two Orbeez.
have been infested.
Oh,
What?
do we need to go and see a doctor?
Countermeasures. Please stand by.
That's a great idea. Let's do some countermeasures.
Yeah, no.
Unless we count class
Wait,
as an infestation.
unless we're the infestation.
No, I think the scabies are the infection.
Yeah, and possibly the
Yeah, no one wants scabies, do they?
No,
plant creature.
Hey, Orby, we have a ship attached. Please protect that.
Good point.
Facility in emergency.
Yeah, it is. We're here to help.
Locked off
There's
from
no
outside
shame
world.
in no shame from
What?
abandoning ship. What?
I missed it. I missed what Orby said.
What did you say before reconnecting, John?
You're not sure.
Damn
You're
it.
too busy chatting, you see. That's the problem. And it keeps throwing these weird concepts out at you. And you're like, what the hell is going on? Would you like the gates to be reopened?
Yes.
Yes.
Opening. Connections re-established.
Thank
No
you,
hostile
Orby.
forces on scan.
Very good.
Facility damage beyond repair.
That's bad.
Recommend evacuation.
Sounds good.
That sounds want us very to- good. Do you want us to take you to another facility?
We're glad to give you a lift. Would you,
I exist to serve.
very good. We're here to be served.
You notice the energy crackles and stuff around this thing die off. Disconnected. There's this sort of slight shiver through the walls, and then the lighting kind of just sort of starts drifting downwards once it's disconnected
Okay.
from whatever it was doing. You
Does take the orb and
sort of
get
you
the-
see the light levels
get
are
the-
just starting to dim. You reckon another
Yeah.
20 minutes or so, and it's potentially going to be quite dark in here. Like,
All right,
Orby,
let's go.
If we grab hold of Orby,
I have a quick question,
Sorry.
Orby. Would you know if there was a large amount of gold anywhere on this outpost, this waypoint?
information unknown.
Anything valuable that
magic
needs
weapons.
saving?
Oh no!
Honestly,
Don't worry,
you've
Orby.
had
You're
spoons and
you're treasuring-
spoons and
you're
spoons
treasure
of
enough.
magic items and all sorts of stuff. And we were expecting to go in there and be a big chest with like 100,000 gold
It was-
pieces in it.
He was behind the door that Megan wouldn't open. Okay.
Yes, it was.
that's
I'll
exactly
tell you
where it
about that
was.
in a minute. Right,
Orby
so
tells us all about the details.
So you
He'll tell us the
decide
whole
that
way back.
that discretion is the better part of valor. So you
Yeah.
Um,
hot foot it.
I
back
would
to
like
the
to
ship.
know
Yeah.
I would like to know before before we actually go,
Yes.
the pull-out thing in the room
Mm-hmm.
that we put Orby into. Does that have any significance to what Orby can do? So I'm thinking it's like a connection dock. In which case, what I'm thinking is, can we replicate that on the Wasp? So I want to ask Orby, can we create a connection point on the Wasp to the spell jammer?
I don't
It
know
thinks
if
for a moment.
spell jammers were around.
Specifications for connection to intelligence matrices are available. I have them in my memory banks.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I open myself up to see if he can give me a subtle drawing?
What now?
No,
Let's
Well,
go.
going.
Let's get to the ship.
Yeah, whilst we going.
Here, you come under my other arm. I've got one under each arm as we're running. You keep
Okay.
talking. You guys keep talking. I'm running.
All right. You hot-foot it back to your ship
Yeah.
Yeah.
as the lights
Ooh.
are going out in this place.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting to you is that as you are leaving, you're going through various parts of the facility, and you notice there's one point at which you can smell some kind of like ozone-y smells, and you are reminded of the fact that when you were first up here, you ran into, actually in this room, you ran into some skulls, some flaming skulls.
Yeah.
And you put them in this room. And as you come
Yep.
past here, you can smell ozone smells coming from underneath these doors. And you think this is probably what the countermeasures were, that it was possible for it to execute countermeasures. You suspect that the damage to the place was so great that whatever the orb that was in this place, as the general intelligence was too badly damaged, it had become very badly damaged by whatever had occurred.
Yeah.
Okay? You come through this room.
Yes, the Thrycreen.
Yeah.
Let's...
The Thrycreen are not there.
Oh.
Crap. Okay.
Is there little bits of ash?
No, there isn't.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I would think we have to search the ship and get back.
Yeah.
So you
All right.
you head back down, and you head back
Yeah.
to your exit, and you don't see them.
This is a time loop. It's the three
Get on your ship.
from the very beginning of our game.
You get
They're
on
gonna be
your ship,
like,
you check
"Hey,
the ship over,
we need to-"
everything's all right. Fine. But literally, this place is kind of going dark. And what's weird is that the crystal cloud that you're in is much dimmer than it was before as well. So whatever was powering this, basically your orb has shut it off. But there are exits. There's 3 of those things leading out to the different tetrahedral.
And the ship is there now?
Your ship is there, yes. It's no longer sitting in the
In the grey void.
So you dive on board the ship and you basically hot foot it out and back out of the.
Where do you guys want to keep Orby?
Put him in the workshop.
Fair enough.
I tell you what, it'd really freak out those devotees of that under that giant statue.
As
Oh,
you're
yeah, it
flying-
would.
As you basically fly out, and what you do is you fly back out, and you sort of you stand off because you know that what you want to be able to do is have a rest.
Yeah.
And you've been there. You've kind of been on station for about an hour, and you're just setting yourselves up to have the rest that you need, and all the rest of it. You're well away. I mean, you can see one of those double pyramid things in the distance, and the cloud is at a distance as well. But you're just far enough away to be comfortable, and the entrance ways are still open. And then chuffing out, you see in the distance, and then sort of turning and disappearing off out into Wildspace is this extremely beat up looking ship.
What?
And you think that when you took off, you didn't notice because you flew kind of underneath, but you think that basically it had cleared enough that the Throw Cream were able to get back on board and fly it away. Just enough. It looks pretty beat up and pretty dead, but it's going. So maybe the jamming helm is still intact, or maybe something cleared enough that they could get in at it.
Good for them.
Wish them luck.
So you think they got away?
Absolutely.
So you decide to take a rest and your level.
A long rest. Confirmed.
And
Nice.
you can learn more about the orb.
Wonderful.
The uses of it.
Very good.
Okay.
Yes.
In fact, actually, just before we go, I'm just going to post this into the thing.
Can you describe it for those that might be watching?
I'm going to read this out in a second. So.
Okay.
So, this is what the orb can do. At any time, the orb can act as a telepathic relay between two or more people, as long as all are within 120 feet of it and have previously physically touched it.
Okay.
Once per day, the orb can manifest one of the following abilities, but it only does so in self-defense. So the first one of these is Disrupt Area, which is a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the orb. You need to make a dex save, DC 18, half damage on success, and it's 8d6 plus 2 lightning damage.
Wow.
Or you've got Mind Knife, which is also an area effect. It's a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the orb, and that's a Wisdom save, DC 23, and it does 12d4 plus 2 psychic damage. Both of these abilities are indiscriminate, so they affect friend and foe alike. Disrupt expands like a fireball, so it goes around corners, but is blocked by barriers. But Mind Knife covers the whole sphere regardless of barriers.
Got it.
At will, the orb can shed light as the daylight spell for up to 8 hours per day. And this is the one that's most interesting. See the future. So this is twice per day. You don't need to write any of this down, by the way, Pete. The orb gains a temporary insight into the immediate future, informing an ally instantaneously of any danger they are about to face. The ally automatically succeeds on a saving throw to protect against the danger, or succeeds at evading the attack, which is basically the attack counts as having missed, even if it would have hit. Okay.
How big is the orb again, John?
It's about that
Pumpkin?
big. Sorry?
About that big.
Yeah.
So we could technically stick that inside of
Monty.
Monty couldn't carry it too heavy.
So I could backpack it, or maybe, worst case scenario, we stick it inside of a certain member of our crew who can stick things inside of.
Too heavy.
He just looks really fat.
Too heavy. It's just too heavy.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I can carry him around. However, sounds like a awesome point defense system for our ship.
Doesn't it just?
I mean, hey, Orby, blast the crap out of anything that comes on our ship with your lightning.
Exactly. Hey, you stay on board and just keep an eye on things. If anything comes close, defend it, will you?
Yep. And then we'll knock 3 times.
I sent 3 docking tax collectors and none of them come back.
It can act as a telepathic relay, so it knows it's you. It's a being there. As long as you've touched it. Varo still hasn't touched it 3 weeks later because he's too frightened still. He still thinks it's going to go.
I mean, as far as magic items go for a treasure trove from this thing, something that actually completely protects our ship when we go wandering off doing stupid stuff, that's not a bad haul.
And we've got that. And we've got that sword that we've not had a chance to identify yet. I think. Yeah.
A sword? Did we?
A sword?
Yeah, I think we gave it to Megan.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
short sword. Yeah.
Megan has got a +1 short sword, yeah.
Oh, it's a plus
So
one
now-
short sword. Okay, well there we
So
go.
it is +1 short
So-
sword. Short sword. It does need the grip repairing, but that's why you have artificers.
Okay, so that's Megan.
Hint, hint.
Then the necklace, there was the pendant. JL's got that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it as far as magic items, isn't it?
I had the ring of the look thing, the look. What's it called?
Yeah, the luck pendant.
Is it pendant? Okay.
Yeah, JL got the luck pendant. Megan got the magic short sword, and as a party, we got the orb.
Yep.
That's right.
Okay.
And you got
Let's
swag.
go.
Yeah.
And we got
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like-
And some
Yeah.
ridiculous bragging rights for our exploits.
Hopefully the
And the other
tabaxi's
thing
still
as well
alive.
is that you've discovered.
Me too.
You've discovered some lost civilization,
Mm.
which no one's ever heard of ever before,
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
and maybe also you picked up something that's basically a mobile map that can tell you where to go.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's some plundering to do.
Some good options. Some good options there.
So there's an option there. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're going to leave it.
Brilliant. Thanks, John.
And, yeah.
Awesome.
Good night, lovely video people. Bye.
Exciting.